Hello, good people. I've come again to continue with our series of love versus egocentrism. And today we're going to discuss supplementary on what we shared last time. We were talking about what we need to show love. We said that care is the definition of love. Without care, there is no love. And we understood that care doesn't need money, but it needs the will. Anything that you have can be served as care. You can give an advice, you can give company, you can give love, you can give laughter, you can give material support, financial support, you can give prayer, and anything else that you can give to the community means love or to the family. Now, here I'm coming to ask, what do we do now to express love from our side? I'll start from my point of view, and this is how I view it, and it has helped me. I'll share it, and if you see that this can help you maybe in the future, you can adopt it, there is no problem. And if you think that it's not right, you can choose another one. I am a language interpreter. I'll say by profession because I'm a teacher. I did general pedagogy that I completed from that. I did laboratory technology. These two things, I did not have a time like to practice them, but I've been a full-time language interpreter. It's been so long that I've been a language interpreter. But with my experience, I've been in a community of refugees. This means these are people who are displaced from their countries of origin, and they're living in places where they don't speak the same languages. I spent 10 years in Uganda, where I have been in that community, and I spoke English, of course. I learned Luganda very quickly, and that 4 months I was speaking for myself in Luganda. But I've seen many people who have been in Uganda for so long, and they were not able to have that chance to learn English. But what do I do as a community member, and how do I show love? In this community, we found that many people take advantage of those who don't have information, and for that reason, I tried my best to come closer to my community, know where they are, what they need, and not what I have, and that's what I put in place to help them. In this fact, I would say I had two parts. I had one part where I worked for organizations. I worked with InterAid Uganda, I worked with UNHCR, IOM, and sometimes I worked as a volunteer. Now, where I worked as a volunteer is, first of all, I'll say sometimes I used to go to police, to the tours to see people who are in detentions, people who are illegally detained, they were not given bonds, and I would try to ask the police officers, what are these people doing, why are they not released, what are their faults, and I will guide people, like, you don't need to give any money, you'll be given bond because you've been here beyond 48 hours, there is this is not qualifying, somebody will come like produced in court, and they are being falsely accused. When I ask them, they say, no, I did not do anything. I'll tell them, no, you can get bail. You just need the family member, two family members who can come with this and this documents, who are able to show that they can represent you. They can bring you if you don't want to come, and you get even bail. And all this information I provided because I had them. Sorry. And this was one of the way I could help my people. I worked at an internet cafe, so I had also some information technically. I could help people write letters, get recommendations. Technically, IT-wise, some people are not aware, but I could help. I worked with churches when they want to write their documents, they want to translate them. We will do sometimes free of charge. I worked, of course, as an interpreter in communities. I helped people when it comes to burial. Somebody loses their relative, and offices, you know how office procedures are. You know that organizations work on funds, they work on number of people. So sometimes you find like it's getting slow, and we have to go by our own. So with the managerial skills that I had the ability to do some organizations, like I would say managing events. When people have lost their relatives, I would help them coordinate here and there, get some few people in a community and tell them, now you need to go to the hospital, you need this document for burial, you need this one to get discharged, you get this, you need this for this medication, you need this. If you're going to this hospital and they have trying to ask for money, you can bring us a video or an audio of this so that we can open a case against them. You need this is your right. Sometimes I will talk to them even on phone to get guidance. And this is the way I have been helping my community back in Uganda. Here in America, where I am, in North Buffalo, I'm trying to do the same. I'm trying to help my friends. I'm trying to help people I found here. Those who are finding me, understanding how to navigate with life here. I'm trying to help them to understand how to get documentations. I'm helping some people with skills, those who are driving without full driver's license. I'm trying to give them some exercises. And this doesn't cost me anything. It's just that I plan, and I know on Saturday, from this time to this time, I'll be with so and so. We'll drive for 2 hours. I'll show them this skill, and this skill is what they're lacking. I'll sit with somebody in the car. They drive for like 1 hour because I'm a fully licensed driver. So I'm allowed to train another driver as long as they have a learner permit. So I'll sit with them in the car. They drive, and I'll tell them, now I'm seeing you have a problem here. You're not maybe reducing speed. You're not taking a corner. Maybe you're not doing a total stop when it's a stop. You're not respecting lanes. You're changing lanes without indicating. And this is where you want to correct, and this and this and this, so that you can go maybe for a road test to get a license. This is something that I'm doing in my community to see how can I help somebody become better. Because I know when somebody is better than me, that means I have somebody who will pull my hand tomorrow. When I have 1,000 of people who are ahead of me, that means actually where I will go find gates are opened already. They will see me and they will welcome me very easily. So that's the motivation that pushes me to help other people to go ahead. And that's what I was trying just to show you. There is no money that I've put in. Of course, I've only invested time because at least I have fuel. I just fuel in my car. Then drive from my place to that place where the person will be. And we practice a little bit. It doesn't cost me a lot. Yes, time is money, we know. But then that's the time I invest. And I'm just coming to you and to share this experience because I can't share a lot, of course. We just need to share a little bit. Maybe somebody will need to know so much extensively what it is or how it happened. You can, of course, talk to me and I can give you an exclusive interview. Yeah, I've done it with many media houses in the past, and why not you? I can give you. So that's an experience I've just been sharing to show you that you can give even when you don't have, but you can give what you have. You can give even if you don't have, but you can give what you have. What do I mean by this? People think money is everything, but let me tell you, if you don't have money, you can still give worth money. When you go to a wedding where they want support, you may offer. You say, okay, I am a good master of ceremony. Now, since I don't have $200 to give you as a contribution in organizing your wedding, I would like to offer myself to to organize or to lead this ceremony. And that is the best offer. By the way, I forgot, I've been a master of ceremony also. And I worked this, I was paid a lot in those times because I do multilingual management. I will go to the ceremony where people speak more than one language. So I will use different languages to get the audience together and everyone will understand what's going on. And that's why it was expensive, because when you hire me, then you have hired an interpreter and a master of ceremony, 2 in 1. But there are those weddings where I did without even being given a penny. But this is somebody who needs help, and I find like they deserve this help. They want their function to be good. They want my service, but they cannot afford me. I will go and do it by myself. So this is the way you can give or you can show love to your community without spending money or without waiting to get money. Those people who are there, they need you anytime, anywhere. Give support where you can. In your community, they may have a lot of things they are doing. But let me tell you, if you may decide just, you say, since I don't have money in this community, what I will give to this community is just that I will clean this road. You just wake up, maybe every day you have 2 hours or 1 hour to just go and pick those bottles, polythene bags that are thrown around. You just get them, collect them and put them in a garbage collection point. I think that your community will never forget that you have done that, because they will be passing and the road will be clean every day. And they will remember There is somebody we have seen doing it. Remember, they will inquire, and you haven't been paid by anyone to do that, but they will acknowledge that you have done it. So this is the way you can give yourself a worth. You can give yourself value. But let me tell you, by doing all what I did, I went building experience. I got a lot of technical knowledge. By the time I encounter somebody, there's always a hurdle, and I learn something from there. So throughout the years that I've been volunteering, helping people to sort certain issues, I always kept learning something that helped me in life. And let me tell you, from the time I started working professionally, I've always been paid above my level of education. But that was because of experience and expertise. Whenever I express what I have, when I'm doing an interview, somebody feels like, yes, he understands his community, he understands his work, he has experience, and that counts. So, what do you think? You and us in your community, children are suffering, they don't have any guidance, and you're waiting for a clinic to hire you. Why don't you start now and just do community volunteering? Try to maybe understand those children, collect them, give them information where to go. Maybe volunteer to escort them. As a nurse, when you escort a child to a clinic, maybe you can be able, or a hospital, you can be able to rely and give them credible information. You can be a liaison person in your community when it comes to health, knowing where there are offers, where there are free services in medical settings, and you tell your community, they go and benefit. And that is how you're making yourself important. You're becoming a community leader. You're being known. You're making your name without spending money. But do you know how much money people pay to campaign themselves? It's a lot. But you can campaign yourself without paying anything. But when you're doing that, you're helping somebody. And this is one of the ways I would like to share with you that you can still help without spending money. So you don't need a lot of money to show care. You can still show care without money. If you're in church, don't only focus on offertory. You can come and clean the church. That's already an offertory. Thank you so much. And my name is Amadou Salongo Jean-Pierre again. I love you and I'll continue being with you. We'll continue sharing about love. And see you next time. Ciao.